Let's be honest, we've all been sold the dream of hookup culture. It's everywhere, in movies, in TikTok trends, in the carefully curated Instagram stories. Hookups are painted as this fun, carefree lifestyle where you can have it all. The freedom, the excitement, with no strings attached. But is this really that simple? We are living in a world where hookup culture is almost celebrated. If you are single, it's almost expected that you'll be exploring, keeping it casual, or just having fun. And for a lot of people, it feels like a rite of passage. Hookup culture tells you it's about empowerment and independence. It promises connection, connection without the mess, fun without the pain, and companionship without the drama. But what no one talks about is the other side. The sleepless nights, the awkward mornings, the moments you wait for a text that never comes, the ghosting, and worst of all, the growing sense of emptiness that sneaks in after the thrill fades. This is the soft lie of hookup culture. It's not as empowering as it claims to be. And the deeper you look, the clearer it becomes that what we are calling freedom may actually be disconnecting us from each other and from ourselves. Today, we are going to dive deep into this topic, where hookup culture came from, why it is so appealing, and most importantly, the price we are paying for it. So let's start at the beginning. Hookup culture didn't start yesterday. It's been a long time coming, and it's rooted in the way modern life has evolved. Think about it. We live in a world where convenience is king, a world where we can order food, book rides, and swipe for dates, all in seconds. Convenience has become a core part of how we live, and that extends to our relationships. Dating apps like Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge thrive on this idea of instant gratification. You see someone's picture, you swipe left, and boom, you have a match. But what happens after that? For a lot of people, it's not about getting to know someone anymore. It's about skipping straight to the part where you hang out, where you have a moment, where you have sex, and you move on. And it's not just dating apps. Social media has also fueled hookup culture in a big way. People post their hookups like trophies. You see the luxurious dates, the expensive dates, the hotel rooms, and the filtered selfies. It creates this illusion that hookups are glamorous and fun. But what you don't see are the lonely nights, the disappointments, and the moments of self-doubt that happen behind the scenes. Then there's the cultural push for independence. Relationships are often seen as a distraction or something to avoid until you've made it in life. Vulnerability is seen as a weakness. And for a generation that's been burned by heartbreak, a lot of us have decided it's safer to keep things casual. And yet, the shift has consequences we can't ignore. The hookup culture has an appeal. Let's be real. Hookup culture wouldn't be so popular if it did not have its benefits. For many, it feels like freedom. Freedom without commitment. Freedom without responsibility. Freedom to focus on yourself without the complication of a relationship. Take a friend of mine, Lola, for example. She's 25. She just got out of a long-term relationship and isn't ready to jump into anything serious again. Hookup culture gives her the space to explore, to have fun, and to heal on her own terms. Then there's Tunde. He's in his late 20s, working long hours to build his career. He doesn't have the time or energy for a relationship right now. Hookup feels like the perfect solution. Companionship without the emotional labor. And let's not forget the empowerment piece. For years, casual sex was seen as something only men could do without judgment. Hookup culture claims to level the playing field, allowing women to embrace their sexuality without shame. But here's the thing no one talks about. Just because it's empowering for some doesn't mean it's fulfilling for everyone. Sure, hookup culture gives you freedom, but is this the kind of freedom you actually want? There's a soft lie to this hookup culture. Now let's talk about the lie. Hookup culture promises connection without commitment. It promises intimacy without vulnerability. But here's the truth: those things don't really exist. Because human beings aren't built for detachment. We are emotional beings. Take someone, for example. She thought hookup culture was the perfect fit for her lifestyle. No drama, no strings, just fun. But after a few months, she started to notice a pattern. Each hookup felt exciting in the moment, but afterwards, she felt lonelier than ever. She kept telling herself it wasn't a big deal, but deep down, she realized that what she really wanted wasn't casual. She wanted to feel seen, understood, and valued, and hookup culture wasn't giving her that. This is the trap so many of us fall into. You tell yourself it's just vibes, no feelings. But feelings have a way of creeping in, don't they? And when they do, the detachment starts to hurt. You feel disposable. You wonder if you are only valued for what you can give physically, that is sex. You question your worth. What makes it worse is the culture around it. If you catch feelings, you are seen as weak. If you want more, you are doing too much. So you keep pretending that you are okay with the rules, even when the rules are breaking you. Now let's discuss the hidden consequences. Here's the part no one wants to admit. Hookup culture has its consequences. Hookup culture causes emotional detachment. When you train yourself to avoid intimacy, it doesn't just stop at hookups. Over time, it spills into your friendships, your family relationships, and even how you view yourself. With hookup culture, you begin to develop trust issues. In a culture where detachment is the norm, how do you trust anyone's intention? If everyone's keeping their guard up, how do we then build something real? Hookup culture causes erosion of self-worth. Hookup culture often makes you question your value. You start to wonder, am I even enough? Or am I just another name, another face, or another night? Am I just about sex? It's not just individuals who feel the impact. As a society, we start to lose our understanding of what love really is. And that is exactly what is happening right now in 2024. Vulnerability becomes a weakness. Commitment becomes outdated. And relationships become something we're afraid to pursue. So now let's talk about how to find ways to navigate a better way. So what do we do? Is the solution to swear off hookup culture completely? If you ask me, not necessarily. It's about balance. Let's redefine freedom. Real freedom isn't about avoiding connection. It's about choosing relationships that align with your values and needs. Number 2, set boundaries. If you are going to engage in casual relationships, be clear about your intentions with yourself and with others. Don't let anyone make you feel like you deserve less than what you want. Number 3 hack is pursue depth. Casual doesn't have to mean shallow. The fact that it's casual does not have to mean shallow. It's possible to build meaningful connections, even in short-term situations. For example, don't just meet people and meet them for instant gratification of what you will get. Think of deeper connections, what you can do together, how you can benefit further, how you can establish relationships. And in conclusion, if hookup culture is not working for you, it's okay to step away. There's no shame in wanting something deeper. There's no shame in wanting something real. Here's the truth. Hookup culture is everywhere. It's loud, it's shiny, and it's tempting. But it doesn't have to define you. You can explore, you can have fun, but don't lose sight of what truly matters, which is connection, trust, and authenticity. The question is, are we willing to move beyond this soft life and start building relationships that truly fulfill us. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have you experienced the highs and lows of hookup culture? Do you think it's worth it, or is it time for something new? Remember, stand tall, be bold, own your story. You are the main character. Remember to like, subscribe, and put on post notifications for more videos.